Since buying this piece of land 4 years ago, we've been gradually having attempts at planting things, vegetables and fruit trees and decorative plants all the way along, and learning the land. It's hot, it's dry, it's hard, and trying to make best use and learn along the way. Now this is a lemon tree. Judy likes to use lemons for her cooking, so it's a lemon Lisbon. Cost us $25 at the markets. So we like to support our local markets wherever we can. We get our honey, local produce, lots of potatoes. We're fortunate, we're in a growing area, as in produce growing. And so it's quite wonderful that you can access all this sort of stuff. The honey is so nice, and so is all the other foods. And so I'm not much of a green thumb, but I'd like to be. It says to place it in a sunny, well-drained site, so that's exactly what this is. Very sunny, very well-drained. Across the slope here. So I'll wet this and then I'm going to put some mulch on the top. So this poor little lemon tree was planted about 3 years ago, and you can see the soil there is garbage, and the poor little trees had no growth whatsoever. Oh, sorry about that. Nala was just taking a dump whilst I was filming. Oh, she's happy now. Look at that. What you doing?
We're in the plants.
It's always great having family and friends come visit, and here we have Emily, our eldest daughter. She just dropped by for a couple of days just to spend some time with Mum and Dad.
Oh, there's a wasp on here.
You okay?
No.
Huh. Plants will love you for it.
Hope so. Don't kill them. When I leave.
I'll try not to. We know mulch is really important. So when this machine came up for sale, I got it for $50. I just needed to do a little bit of work on the engine. We use it for mulching all the fallen limbs and bits and pieces of timber on the property, and we put that around the garden beds. And mulching's pretty important out here in the dry season to conserve water. Australia is such an extraordinary land. Got such contrasts. You've got these dry seasons that everything looks dead. The grass looks like it's never going to come back again. The ground is rock hard. A pickaxe will bounce off the surface. The creeks run dry. Dust and flies are everywhere. Then comes the fire season. We're very fortunate to have a local fire brigade that controls and does backburns around our area. So keep down all the grasses and things like that. They're cold burns, really. They're not those big built-up areas of fuel that create intense fires. So I think they do a fantastic job. You think this tree is dead, but it's because of this up here. This is all mud, and it's quite hard actually. It's very, very firm. But on the side here is new life out of something that's what you would consider absolutely munted. What are you doing in my face? Back, Pippa, back. Pippa, back, back. Sit, Pippa, sit. Pippa, sit. Sit. Good girl, Pippa. And before you know it, the rains arrive, and it rains, and it rains, and it rains, and then suddenly, it's like in a couple of days, everything just goes beautiful green. And then you're out there in the mower. There's been a little let up in the rain, so we're just exploring around the property here and just seeing where the creek's at. It's up pretty high. Let's have a look. With any new property, you want to put in plants, and I know you have to pull down some trees, but it all takes time, but you've got to start somewhere. Now, I'm a huge procrastinator, but today I'm going to put in a trellis with the help of Judy. And Judy is, I am lucky, she does crack the whip. And sometimes you just don't know where, but you just got to do it. Start, I guess. So I come out here last night doing my nightly wee, and I thought, oh look, flowers, beautiful.
Don't wee on my flowers. I think these are called spider lilies, and I watered them yesterday afternoon about 4:30, 5 o'clock. 2 hours later, or not even that long, they just came out in flower, which was great because I could see the flowers getting ready to open, but then they fully open.
Yeah, it was amazing.
And we've got another one coming up. We were given all of these for free, and I think these might be, well, we're hoping they're pumpkins because I usually throw out my pumpkin seeds and vegetable scraps, and if the paddy melons don't eat them, hopefully we did have some previously come up, but the paddy melons ate them, so hopefully these ones will be alright.
I am doing a little burn off today, lantana weed and a bit of shrub as well, but we've had a fair bit of rain, so the wood's not dry, so we're going to get that smoke. Luckily it's going straight up in the air, not blowing over all our washing that we just did. Savage little beast.
So Scott's just gone for a walk down to get his little toolbox with his lever, screws, and then he forgot the stomper. So I went back down to the shed to get the stomper, and as I'm walking up, he's gone back down to get the clamps because he forgot the clamps. So Scott must walk, I reckon, at least 4 kilometres a day, just back and forth from our place to his shed because he keeps forgetting things. And he reckons he's got a good memory. If he doesn't write it down, he forgets it, but then he forgets to either take the list or look at the list. You're way out.
You're way out.
You're way off.
You're off way. What's wrong? That's straight.
This is pretty good, but the other one's out.
So yours is out, mine's good?
No, mine's good. Yours is out because mine's straight, yours is crooked.
This hasn't been started for a while, so it might be a problem as well.
Get electric.
Well, if anyone wants to, Makita or somebody want to try out some of the electric gear here, chainsaws maybe that might be the thing to do.
We'd be more than happy to give a review.
Okay. Laughing like a fat spider. You're going to put this on? Okay, so I'm going to start. Make sure it's line up alright.
Are we getting it above the line or under the line?
Uh,
Oh, we got it under.
under. Well, most of you probably know I'm tighter than a fish's bum, so I'm making my own garden beds out of some old reclaimed corrugated tin here. Now that I've got that cut, I'm just going to use this piece as a template to mark out my next one. Time to make some corner pieces. Got some offcuts here. It's the fun part. Take that. Yeah, it is a bit clumpy, isn't it?
Rain.
Wet. Did you tease out the roots at all?
No. Kind of want it to lean in a bit.
It's hard yakking when it's 33 degrees out in the hot sun. I'm a bit of a sook.
I'm not a sook.
Says?
Me. I've been baking.
I've been baking as well.
Yeah, I've been baking something for you to eat, carrot cake.
That's nice, yeah.
Yeah. Let's get the plants now. So, did you remember to message about next week?
Next week? Who do I have to message next week about?
Your job.
My job.
Yeah,
Oh.
did you message? Did you remember the invoice from the last 2 weeks?
I remembered, but I remembered is in as much as I put it back to this afternoon, I think.
I don't need to stress about these things and have to keep nagging you.
Well, that's the thing. Us guys don't stress about these things. It's kind of like some wise person told me when I was really young, don't pole vault over mouse shit.
But it's not mouse shit. It's big life things. You're not good at. You guys aren't good at life admin stuff.
We don't want to be good at life admin
We
stuff.
don't
We
want
just
to
want to wing it.
trying to remind you to do all your beep.
It's not just Pythagoras' theorem and technical stuff. There's rocket science in there too.
Oh.
There's really critical...
And do
Jude,
the housework. What?
Do you have to reach a word limit today?
Yes, I do. Just to beep you off.
What a beautiful day. What are we doing this afternoon?
Going out for dinner.
Where?
Neighbours. So we're getting spoilt.
That's less dishes I have to do, is that right?
I'm going to make Martha make you do the dishes.
You're a shocker.
So can you just do those two things I asked that it's my
Hang on,
job
getting
to
back to those two
remind you.
things, what am I doing? It'll do that all day. Looks like a sunny day, but give it 5 minutes and it'll be bucketing down with rain. I'm making some gardens here, so I'm just getting out some of these treated pine sleepers to cut down and make the sides. Angry sky, there's a lot of dark clouds hanging about, and lately it's been raining in the afternoons quite heavily, so we better get cracking, hey? Hopefully the dogs don't come out. Alright. big fat beans on here. I didn't even know they were growing, but they're there. Oh, get out of the way, you rotten leaf. Here we go. Look at those. Picked a handful of these yesterday. Very nice. You doing, Pip Dog? Keep filling that coffin. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm looking at you, looking at me.
You've got to learn my facial expressions, what they mean.
Been married for 33 years and I still don't know them.
Yeah, but now that I'm semi-retired, this is my job working with you. You're my boss, unfortunately. So you have to be my work confidant, because I don't have a work confidant here except for you. So you've got to learn my slight facial expressions and what they mean, because my good friend at work, she knows what our facial expressions mean.
So if I've done something wrong, what sort of facial expression are you going to give me? Raised eyebrows and smile.
Oh. But then you've got to know between that and, oh, you're really annoying me.
I do that on purpose.
That facial expression.
Oh.
So you've got to know that slight adjustment.
I've seen that one.
And at times, I'm going to forget that I'm doing a facial expression to you about you. So you just got to learn.
So you can play at that.
Because I know your facial expressions. You just go silent when you're cranky.
Oh, ho, ho.
So this is a whole new arena for us.
Yes, arena will be, like a gladiator arena.
I might be going out of semi-retirement earlier than planned. We might not last well working together all the time. We're good at building together, but that's going to be down the track. Now it's just like you and I are putting up with each other 24/7, almost. We'll see.
Kookaburras.
For Australia Day.
I don't know if you can hear it, but in the background there's the kookaburras and cicadas, and it's a really pleasant mix of the two. And a neighbour across, just behind us, is cooking up a big feed for Australia Day. Thank you, Bernie. We'll be up very soon, actually. It's smelling pretty good.
Smelling good.
I think he's got all his flags up. I don't know which ones just yet, but the Australian flag and probably the boxing kangaroo and a bit of smoke. I don't know, but we'll be over there very soon. A couple of months ago, we planted these 3 raised garden beds, and so that's got some tin at the bottom, and we've got all these sticks and mulch, and then the good soil. Put some stuff in it, and we had success, probably for the first time ever, growing vegetables, and we were picking and eating our lettuce, and that was pretty good.
Well, so happy.
Yeah, oh, it was fantastic. It's a really good feeling. Some success, some failures, but we've got sweet potato growing, we've had tomatoes, and we had some corn, we picked that, spring onions. Lettuce, broccoli. We've got some chilies, which are growing pretty mad. We've got no clue of what we really should be growing, but that's part of the fun, is just learning, having a go and learning. And I'm sure there's experts out there saying you should be doing this or don't do that, you're wasting your time. The learning is the joy for us. We're having a go. So we're not being too scientific about it. So we've just this last week put in these 3 garden beds, and probably trying to keep, just say, what, this one here, just lettuces, and maybe this one here.
That's not lettuce. It's okay.
So we're just trying, at this particular time, just to keep some segregation happening. The mistake we made here was putting in a little bit of everything in one garden bed, and you have this overcrowding. For example, just here, all this broccoli is crowding out all the carrots that are just behind, and the capsicum. So we're learning quite a bit, but Judy's just planted. What have you planted?
So a friend of mine gave me some strawberry runners and some leeks and some spring onions and some herbs. So I've got those going, but we had these red onions going previously. We had the green chilies going previously, and they're going really well. The bush is full of green chilies. But I've recently, and we plant from seed, so I've recently planted some Roma tomatoes, some different varieties of lettuce, just two different varieties of lettuce, I think, I can't remember what they are, and some zucchini. And they're the only vegetable seeds that I've planted. But I love flowers, so I've also planted some cosmos, sweet peas, poppies, and there's another one that's just eluded me. But all the seeds that I planted on Wednesday of the flowers are all coming up. They've all germinated, which is great. So hopefully it won't get too hot and we don't lose them in the heat, because I love all the flowers.
Yeah.
Oh, and we've got our very first capsicum, so super excited about capsicum as well. I don't want it to go to seed. I want to eat it. So I'm going to eat that. Okay, so my cheese sticks are ready. Oh, they're looking pretty good.
These look really, really good.
So
which one can I have? Just quick.
Take the worst looking.
Take the worst looking one, you reckon?
Oh, that's a bit. No, that's okay.
Can I have that one?
Yeah,
is it the garlic one?
No, that's the paprika one.
Right, so I can have that.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's coming out in the shot, but.
Good. Let me have a taste.
Oh.
I'm the chef. I've got to taste what I cook. These pretzels are making me thirsty. Hopefully we won't kill them.
We've just decided the other day, let's go out and get some Australian native plants. What are they? What sort of plants?
Natives?
We're not really good with the names.